My name is James Oluwole, and it's a sincere pleasure to have you all join our Leadership Masterclass again today, being the 16th day of February 2025. It's an exciting time, exciting year, and I want to believe everyone is doing fine and in our workspace, family, private lives. I want to believe that we are all doing well. It's great connecting again via this platform. And we have started the year, I think, with great positiveness, great clarity in terms of our goals and vision. We started the year with our topic, maximizing the best of 2025, and looking at how we can maximize every opportunities in the midst of challenges that 2025 may come with. And we started again on this subject, becoming a valued and sought after employee, part 2. And the part 1 that we had 2 weeks ago, it was an amazing time. And I want to believe for everyone that was active during the live section and those that also listened to the recorded section, you can attest to the fact that for one to become a valued employee, there are things that we must do to continue to maintain that momentum, to continue to keep to that value. And I've seen that for those that have maintained that consistency in doing what they needed to do as a professional persons in the areas of their field, their careers, it has always turned well. And I am a practical example and a testifier of this fact that what you don't need to spend 20 years in the market industry, 30 years in the market industry before you begin to enjoy the goods and the benefits that comes within the industries. I am, in the last 13 years, I have had an opportunity, or in the last 12 to 13 years, yes, I've had an opportunity of finding myself at the managerial position. And you can imagine how old I am then. And over the last 10 years, I have been on the top management position at the country levels, at a directorship level. So this is what it entails when one builds his or herself towards becoming a valued employee. And it can happen anywhere, in any industry. There is nothing like luck. And never should anyone assume that those that are there is just a matter of, oh, maybe because they know someone, or maybe because there is no luck. It's the fact. And I believe that and I've seen a lot of people that have also transcended in that level, and we are still seeing. So the secret is that there are things that we must continue to do to continue to make us exceptional. And that is what we are bringing on this table to everyone. And in the last section, we looked at 3 critical steps or conditions of what one must do to become a valued employee. And we started with the number 1, which is that we must become develop ourselves as a leader. For you to become a valued employee, your ability to portray yourself as a leader is very critical. And the second point we looked at is that for you to become a valued employee in any organization, you must align yourself to the vision of the organization. You must understand the mission, the vision of the organization, and align yourself to it. Prioritize yourself, every of your daily tasks towards accomplishment of your vision. And it has nothing to do with whether you are whatever category of roles you find yourself or category of levels. Even if one is as the lowest as a facility staff, either a cleaner and driver, there is always a vision. And it is based on the vision and the mission that many are employed into an organization. So think about it and align, and you're going to see that your growth journey will be exciting. And the third one we said is that we have to enable growth. Enabling growth is critical, and that has to do with first personal development on ourselves, continue to improve on our competence and our capacity level, and making sure that our growth journey is aligning with the growth journey of the organization, and we are playing a pivotal role towards harnessing every potentials that we can provide towards excelling the organizations that we work with, contributing to the organization as much more than the organization is also contributing to us. We take it as a personal project. We take it as a project that we want to believe that we can achieve success through it. So today we will be concluding on this particular topic on becoming a valued employee. As I did mention, I have 8 points to share, and we've just done 3 points. So today we would be concluding with the 5 remaining points, and thereafter, please, for those on Zoom, if you have your questions, just drop your questions on the chat box. It will be really great. And you don't need to wait till I end my section. Keep dropping those questions. I will go back to them and address them. If you still have some questions from the part 1 and you want to ask, please drop them on the chat box for those on Zoom. For those on WhatsApp, when it comes to the question and answer time, we will give you an opportunity to unmute yourself so that you can ask your question. So today, we're going into our number 4, the part 4 of what we must do to become a valued and sought-after employee. And in the part 4, according to this book again, the 12 valuable employees, under the part 4, it talked about the habit of character. So in this other part is bringing in, at our part 1, we're looking at the habit of desire. You know, that you must have a will, you must have a desire. What do you want to become? How do you want to contribute to that organization? What role do you want to play in bringing, to the best of your ability, how you can support the organization? So here we are looking at the habit of character, and in that habit of character, we're looking at our number 1 point, which is the number 1 point here talks about integrating core values and purpose. For you to become a valued employee, a valued and sought after employee, one thing that you must do is you must integrate the core values and purpose of the organization into your lifestyle. If you see, and this is very, very, very important. A company's values set a clear directions and guide every business decision, strategies, and action. Organizational values are the fundamental principles and beliefs that steers a company's operations. So when we are talking about the value of an organization, it is a clear direction and guide that enhances every business decision. It is a strategy and actions that organizations use. So in terms of their vision, their mission, their values is what helps them to harness the vision and the mission. Organizational values are the fundamental principles and beliefs that steers the company's operation. They cultivate the corporate culture. They dictate the conduct, and they set the tone for interpersonal relationship between the business, between employees and customers, management and stakeholders. Valued employee, as everyone that wants to become a valued employee, you must align your behavior and your decisions to the core values of the organization. This is non-negotiable. If you want to be a valued employee, you must align to the behavior and to the decisions of the organization. So you need to understand what are the core values. You're working in an organization. Do you even know their core values? Do you know their mission? Do you know their culture, the culture of the organization? Every organization has a culture. Every organization has a culture. They have a value that guides their engagement. They have a value that guides their ability to accomplish their objective. So every one of us, if you don't know, then this is very critical. We need to all know it. And now, because your ability to know the value of your organization would even be the first step to know who is violating the values and who is not violating the value. And one of the things I've come to realize is that many people don't even know. And some of these values are very simple. Some organizations, they uphold integrity at all costs. And that is their value, integrity. That no business will we do, no matter the profit that may come in. If it affects our integrity, we will not go into that business. That's how tough some organization values are. Some organization value says, no matter what we do, if our values is being compromised, where the customer is being at the disadvantage, and we as the organization or our employees are at the advantage, we will not proceed. So customer is our priority. That's some values of some organization. Some values of the organization is focused on clients. Some values of organization is telling you that you must keep the secret. Like, is it Apple? One of the values of Apple is secrecy. You cannot open up the secret of Apple. It is so guided to the level that if anyone makes a mistake, you can be fired. That is how serious Apple takes it. The secrecy of their values and of their work is critical. You know, there are organizations like Amazon that they think about customer delivery, building networks, and all of that. So you must know the value of your organization if you want to be a valued employee. Every ministry, every system, every business must have a value. Now, and I know many of us on this platform, we have our own personal businesses. My question is, in your business as a fashion designer, in your business as a supply agency or a building contractor, do you have core values in that business? To the level that the people that work for you, do they even know their values? Do they know the purpose of your organization? If you don't, please, I'm going to encourage any business owner here, develop the core value. Because when you develop the core value of your team and you communicate it, it will help a lot. You are going to be able to see those that are willing to align to the value of that organization. And those that are unable to align, don't make a mistake to keeping them too long. Because when you have people that cannot keep to the values, to the core purpose, to the culture of an organization, they are a risk. No matter the level of their competence, they are a serious risk. And those people, there is no negotiation. They should be exited immediately. That's how serious the value of an organization is. And as an employee, this is something that you must be able to harness, and you must be able to know. So I put here, I said, if you see your colleagues violating the core values of your organization through their behaviors and decisions, will you speak up and encourage them to change? If any of us, if you see one person misbehaving and doing things that is not in line to the core values of the organization, are you going to speak up? Or you are that kind of a supervisor that you will hide it because you are trying to build loyalty around your team? We have seen many bad leaders. We have seen many bad employees. Oh, I didn't want them to call me a bad person. I don't want them to say it's because of me that this person got suspended. And that person is tarnishing, is doing things that is affecting the dignity and the reputation of your organization that may cause a significant impact, and you're keeping quiet. I have seen many people kept quiet to the level that leaders have misbehaved. And as a result of that, everybody got fired and sacked because there is no longer resources as a result of the misbehavior of one person whom they know and they would have reported, but they kept quiet because they lack the values and they lack the courage to speak out. Every organization have their values, but many employees don't know them or make any personal commitment to uphold and integrate those values in their workday life. And this is very important. So if you want to be a valuable employee, even in whether it is a secondary school, a university, please be a representative of the value of your organization. And for anyone here that is an HR or at a senior management level, I would also want to emphasize that when you see your team or somebody within your team that portrays a value, please celebrate them. Celebrate them. Let people know that, man, this person, and I like my organization in Ghana. I'm so excited how they continue to show and follow this through. I mean, they are one of the country level organizations I've seen across our organization, though I don't see others, but that continues to, speak and engage their team on the need to understand the values of the organization. They have even developed, their HR team is so effective that they develop on a weekly basis how they communicate the value of the organization to their team. And they go to the level of doing this even at the WhatsApp level, not just via email. So if you are a manager or a supervisor in your organization, you can also adopt this approach. Integrate the value of your organization and communicate it to the team. The values of the organization should not be hidden. So if you're an employee, even if you are not a manager, and we are going to get there, you can also do this. You can start initiating those ideas. And the more you are doing it, you are becoming a sought-after employee. People are going to, your supervisors are going to be seeing you and saying, man, so James is the one doing this. Oh, so Isaac is the one doing this. Even though he's not an HR, look at the way he's talking about our core values. It means these guys understand what we are doing. They will love you for it. I'm telling you the truth. But it's not just about you portraying it. You must live it. Your life must live it. Because there are many people that when you check their page, they put all the values, but their life never shows it. Their daily actions is an opposite of everything they talked about on the value of the organization. Please don't be that person. So you want to be a valued employee, you must integrate the core values of your organization. And there is this question here. I said in every organization, there are two types of employees. Which one are you? And if you're a business owner, it also applies to you. In every business, which category do you fall? Are you a business owner or an employee that actively live the core values of your organization? Or are you the employee or a business owner that do not live the core values of your organization? Which one are you? Because in every system, in every organization, we have these two categories of people. And this cut across any institutions and organizations, including churches and mosques. There are people that oppose the values of the organization, and there are people that never do, no matter what you do to them. And one of the dangerous things I've seen is that many make a mistake by promoting people that lack values to higher position based on competence. Never make that mistake. You make that mistake of promoting people based on competence, that will be a big challenge. I was listening to Simon Sinek, I think earlier this week, and he said, and we need to be honest to ourselves. Simon Sinek is one of the, very, very transformational guy in US that provide a lot of leadership and mentorship to big companies like Amazon, Apple, and the rest of them. He said, if you look at performance evaluation, many organizations, they do what we call yearly performance evaluation. Now, by that name, performance evaluation, what do? They assess employees, they assess managers, they assess supervisors based on their performance, based on their job descriptions, based on, oh, have you achieved your target? Have you done this? But many organizations have lost the fact of assessing the performance of their staff, of their team, based on the values and the culture of the organization. Can we begin to switch that? Can we begin to now see that and begin to repurpose our focus, that your performance of the organization shouldn't just be limited on your daily routine of your tasks, but it should also be integrated with the core values of the organization. That would help a lot. Again, I said, I have also seen many employees that continue to abuse opportunities and privileges for short-term monetary gains through wrong means, such as collusions with vendors to steal money from the organization. This is happening everywhere. We have these problems everywhere. People are abusing and they do not even follow the core values of the organization. Engagement in procurement fraud and inflated prices. Many people are into this. They tell you that this is how it is being done, particularly those in the government sector. People take advantage of systems. You know, their faith is dead. Their lifestyle is dead. They think that by making it, because they've seen maybe their parents have done it, those ahead of them have done it, so they feel that that is the way to go. I can tell you with truth, nobody can be a valued employee by taking advantage in some of these actions. You can never be. And I have seen many that have operated in this way, they never last. Many never last. You want to last? Please let your little income, your salary be what would help you. And this is why, and it takes your ability, the discipline to maintain that culture. It takes the discipline to maintain that lifestyle. The temptations is going to be there. If you're a finance person, you're a procurement person, those temptations will be there. But your ability to understand that no matter the temptation, your value, I always tell my team that never allow anything to soil your name. Your name must be guided. The name James Oluwole, when you hear it, what rings in your mind? Because no matter the action you make today, in the next 10 years, if your name is being mentioned, what will people remember you for? Will people remember you as that guy or that lady that, oh, in that organization, this is what she was doing? Many people have derogatory character and abuse that affect the organization reputation and public image. They go to the extent of engaging stakeholders. They go to the extent of engaging customers and doing things that impact the reputation of the organization. For money, please, you can't be a valued employee if you're operating in that way. Many people waste organization resources for personal gains and selfish interests and many other things that they do. And this creates a big challenge. Everyone can integrate the core values of the organization, including employees who do not have an executive position. So don't tell me that, oh, it's because I'm not a manager. Even if you're a driver, I'm sorry that I'm using driver, even if you're a low employee in any environment, even if you have your business as Mr. A and B business enterprise, and you are the only one of your business, you must set out your core values and you must communicate it. Your interactions with your customers must be your any business you're doing, let your core values be known. Let's speak it out. In your communication, in your lifestyle, let people see it. And in your daily lives, there are simple everyday steps you can do to utilize or to make effective choices on building on those values. Number one, identify your company and personal core value. Do you even have a value? Many of us here, do you even have a value before you even know your company value? Or you are just living any kind of life? Today you go here, and I keep telling people with all due respect, it's not every organization I can work. I'm telling you the truth, no matter the salary, no matter the package, there are organizations when I get an offer, I will not take it. Why? If it does not align with my value, forget it. I have gotten to that level. Some of us, we are at that level we are not driven by salary. We are not driven by pay package. That is how in tune, that is how infused we've been in terms of our values. What dictates our life is not the monetary benefit. It is the value that guides us. And that is why when we get into a system and the system is so corrupt, we feel angry. You almost see me as if it is my father's business, because I want to make sure that nothing would have any impact on my reputation. And I would want to fix everything I can within my capacity to make sure that as much as I'm in that organization, I can make a change and make things to get to normal. I was speaking to a colleague some times ago. He tells me, oh, in this organization, I smell corruption. I say, no, you don't smell corruption. No matter, you don't smell fraud. You fix it. I told him. I said, stop telling me you are smelling corruption. Stop telling me that, oh, I can feel it. Things are happening. No, you don't smell it. If it's happening around you, fix it. Confront the people. And I did that. I confronted those that are into it. And I told them, look, is either you get out of this or I get you out of this. It's as tough as that. Some of us, it has helped us. It's not easy, but it has helped us. So don't tell me that, oh, this can only happen in an economy. I'm telling you real fact. In a tough situations, in a tough moment, some of us have taken this as a core personal decision. So please, do you even know your core value? Integrate your core value with that of your organization. I want to plead with you. If you don't know your organization core value, ask. This demonstrates your willingness to be proactive and learn more about the organization. When you have a good understanding, you can easily figure out how the company's core value aligns with your own personal values. So please, learn this. You want to be a valued employee, there is a price, and this is one of the prize. Your core values must align with your organization value. Number 2, build a core value evaluation into your responsibilities. You don't need to wait for your organization to do it. And if we have any HR or a top management network, please begin to think about this. Build the core values of every staff into their job responsibilities. Don't just allow somebody to be handling finance, to be handling procurement, without integrating core values into their job descriptions. And this is some of the mistakes we've made in the past that we need to start correcting. On a weekly basis, no matter how angelic your team are, keep reminding them of the values of the organization, the values of integrity, the values of humility, the values of respect, the values of customer friendliness. Keep reminding them. Even if they get angry, look, keep telling your team, keep reminding them, because in every 12, there is always a Judas. If the whole Jesus has a negative person around him, that tells you that there is no perfect people in an organization. Please understand that. So your ability to keep reminding your team is very, very critical. Take the organization list of core values and connect your various responsibilities to a specific value as best as you can. Then set measurable performance goals for each. It is not as hard as it sounds. We can do this. Now, I want to also encourage us that even as parents, build core values into the lives of your children. Let your children understand the core values of your home. As parents, please do this. Between a husband and a wife, know your values and integrate it into the life of your children. The school will not fix your children for you. You are the one to do that. I am pleading with you because we are having a lot of abuse and messed up children that lack focus and they don't even know where they're going. Why? Because they are not well cultured. They are not well trained. They call them the Jay-Z wall, or which one are they now? I can't even remember. So please integrate these core values in the life of your children and in your personal life. Now, you shouldn't be a parent or an individual that you are integrating a value to your children and you are abusing those values. So you are the one that says you cannot lie in this house. And every day they see you lying. It would not help. Number 3, enlist others in core value behavior. So don't just, as a valued employee, make sure that you are bringing others into that. Valuable employees don't act in vacuum. Don't say until I become a manager. If you are, tell to your colleagues that no, this is against our value. You shouldn't be doing this. You cannot operate in a vacuum. You are as much responsible for having the right people on the bus as anyone else in the company. So help your colleagues apply the core values in their work and daily behavior. Please do that. As a valued employee, you must develop the capacity to manage. Oh, sorry. I think I missed. There is also another point I want to share. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's I missed one of those points. There is also another aspect where, apart from just enlisting, okay, identify your company personal core value, then build core value evaluation and enlist others into the core value behavior. Yeah, these are the 3 points. So once you do this, this is going to really help you to integrate, and you're going to see that on daily basis you are living the core values of the organization, and it's going to go far for you. Our next point, as number 5, things you must do to become a valued employee is managing conflict. Managing conflict is very key. In the 5 down functions of team, Patrick Lencioni called it the fear of conflict. Now, as a valued employee, you must develop capacity to manage conflict with your colleagues. We believe real value happens when the underlying issues that fuel conflict are not swept aside, but rather are brought to light in a productive way. Now, let me be objective to us. There is no organization that there will not be a conflict. As long as you are just 2 in that organization, I can assure you there will be conflict. And what do I mean by conflict? Conflict here could mean as simple as you disagreeing on a project. Oh, this person is saying, no, let's do it this way. You are saying, no, let's do it this other way. Conflict could be that you are also disagreeing on even a performance target. You are saying, no, with the reality of the market, we can achieve, or we can work with 10 customers, or we can achieve this 10, 10 as a target. And the other person saying, no, we can achieve 15. Now, conflict could also go towards even emotional and personal conflict, where it has to do with somebody telling you that, no, you are stepping on my boundaries. This is my work. You cannot come into my work. Or you are engaging my team in a disrespectful way. Or you are asking me too much of things. There may be different things. And one of the things I keep telling my team is that let's be objective. In our family, where you have a parent, a dad, a mother, and 3 or 4 or 5 children, there is no day that children don't have one issues on the other between themselves. Between husband and wife, there are times that they still have conflict. Now, these are people that have lived over the last 10 years, 15 years of their lives, and yet there are still some misunderstanding. Now, bring that to the organization sector, where I have never seen you in my life. I am Nigerian, you are Mozambican, you are from Italy, you are from Swaziland, you are from, Ghana. We never met. Our culture is different. Our upbringing is different. Our lifestyle is different. Our beliefs are different. And an organization has brought all of us together to work as a team. And you want to say there will not be conflict? No, there would. There will be. Because we are coming from a different background, different perspective. So there are things that it is an abuse in your culture that it is acceptable in another culture. Now, one of the things you must build as a valued employee is understanding how you manage conflicts. And you don't need to be a supervisor to do this. You need to build your capacity in building and managing conflict. This is where many employees and supervisors fail. They are so scared to manage a conflict. Many people don't want conflict at all. They are so scared to confront and deal with conflict. They know the people that are toxic, people that are difficult, people that are affecting the organization. And they are still misbehaving and not calling those people out. And in that way, those people are affecting the growth of the organization. They lack the steps. They lack, please, those on Zoom kindly mute, please. they lack the bold steps to address people that are toxic and are negative to the organization. They will never fix the problem. Many employees allow their emotions to control them. That is how bad it is. People allow their emotions to control them. Now, my question to you is that if you want to be a valued employee, are you that kind of an employee that you are influencing people the right way? Or you are that kind of an employee that you are influencing people the negative way against your organization? We have seen many employees that they have built loyalty between them and their team, that their team is so loyal to them as against the organization. And that's the kind of leaders we are having today. That's the kind of managers and supervisors. They build loyalty between themselves and their teams and never to the organization. Who you influence matters a lot. Who you influence, it matters a lot. And you must influence people towards conflict management and resolution. You shouldn't be the one that creates fire in your organization every day. You are the one whistleblower report. You are the one. Every issue in an organization that can be addressed, you are the one sharing it out through gossips and forming a coalition against the management and the culture of the organization. You cannot build things and do a better engagement. You are always thinking of who will align with you to fight management. Managing conflict is what sets you out as a valued employee. And as I said, you do not need to be a manager or a top-level director to become this. Even at your level, within your capacity, you can fix things. Conflict can either be a culture killer or a culture maker. That is how serious it is. A conflict within an organization could kill the value of the organization, could destroy the culture of the organization. And the conflict can be managed to the level that it can uphold the culture of the organization. Adopt one of these three strategies to turn negative conflict into positive one within your team. What do you do? When there is a conflict, and I want to beg everyone, this is our number one problem: banish quiet politeness. Banish quiet politeness. What does this mean? Don't say, oh, it is none of my business. Don't say, oh, let them do it. It's none of my, as long as it doesn't affect me. No. One of the ways you can address conflict when things are going wrong within the system is that you fix it. Let there be communication. Build a team to fix it and to address it. That's one role that we must play. And everyone here, I'm encouraging you, please take this responsibility. Banish quiet politeness. Number two, become an active listener. Be able to listen to the issues. Be able to give people opportunity and be objective in your assessment and in your recommendations. Don't take side. Don't say, oh, because this one is from my village. This one is from my tribe. No. Be objective and address things. Then number three, create an ideal cycle. An ideal cycle here means that there are going to be examples where maybe within your team, you could even use some examples or illustrations in managing and addressing conflict, using past examples, past experience, using a card to say, okay, let's assume we're in a team and this happened. How do we fix it? So before it even happens, you're already being proactive and you are creating problems and solutions towards them even before conflict happens. So you could develop any of these. And please, I encourage us, you want to be a valued employee, adopt this. This is going to help a lot. Number 6, I'm moving very quickly, be mindful of our time. To become a valued employee, one of the number 6 things we encourage you to have, and according to the book, The Trevor Labor Employees, is drive excellence. Drive excellence. Excellence is what makes you a sought-after employee. Excellence is what makes you a valued business. To become a valued employee, you must be driven by excellence and top-notch performance. It's not negotiable. Excellence and top-notch performance must be your anchor, must be your driver. It must be your guiding principles on daily basis. That how can I improve? How can I be excellent? How can I drive excellence as an valued employee? Listen, there are benefits that accrues to becoming a valued employee in any right organization. But what drives those benefits are your ability to be an excellent employee. And I have to go back to one of my reference to one of the recording sections we did last year on excellent service, I think in business and in career. That was and I would recommend people to go and listen to that audio. For those on the WhatsApp platform, I would share it during today or tomorrow morning so that you can listen to it. And in that recorded section, I extracted some information from Dr. Mensa Otabi. He's one of a revered and respected leader in Ghana, Dr. Mensa Otabi. And he said some things, and I want to share here. He said, excellence is observable. You want to be a valued employee. You want to be a sought-after employee. Your excellence must be observed. We see it. You cannot hide it. When you stand out, everybody will see you. So you don't come to say, oh, I am doing well, but my boss is not seeing my performance. Forget it. If you are excellent, people will see it. It is not hidden. Are you an excellent person? Are you an excellent and a top-notch staff? How do you assess yourself? How do you assess your performance? How do you grade yourself? And let me tell you as simple as that. If you are that person that when your organization or your boss gives you a task and you complete it and it takes your organization your boss more time to fix it, it tells you that there is an improvement that you need to have. Every time they give you a task, it is not done well because you are rushing. It tells you that you are not an excellent person. Excellent is observable. If you are excellent, we will see it in you. And the judgment around excellence is that you are not the one that measures your excellence. It is people that measures how excellent you are. That's the judgment on excellence. You are not the one. Your ministry you are not the one that assess your business. It is your customer. It is the community that assess your reputation and how excellent you are. If you want to be valued and sought after, please, your excellence must be observable. People must see it. Number two, excellence must relate to something you do. Excellence is not hidden. It is in the way things of doing things. It is an action. It's not, oh, I am good at this. I can do this thing. Oh, when I do this thing, I am the best. Can you do it? Have we seen you doing it? Oh, Messi is not a good football player. If I hold the ball, if you see the way I'm turning, I can turn much better than Messi. Let's give you the ball. Go to the field. Don't tell us what you can do in your dream. Don't tell us what you can do sitting down. Let's see you on action. So excellent, it's not theory. People see your work and assess you according to your output. It is your output that determines the level of your excellence. How quality is your output? You're a building contractor. Can we recommend you? You're a fashion designer. Can somebody recommend you for fashion work? You're a bakery. You do bakery and pastries. Can you be recommended as a result of your excellence? You call yourself a professional, as an accountant, as an auditor, as an administrator. How excellent are you as a banker? What sets you out as a business tycoon? What sets you up? What sets you apart from your competitors? As a management and as a leader, what sets you apart from your other colleagues? Excellence has to do with something you do. Again, excellence brings you out of the unknown. That's another thing of excellence. It brings you out of the unknown. If you want to be a valued employee, don't stress yourself. Just keep doing excellent work. I'm telling you the truth, you will be known. With all humility, with all due respect, with all humility. My organization is in more than 14 countries, if I'm not mistaken, 12 to 14 countries. At least in the Department of Finance and Operations, within all the organizations, somebody known as James is known. Is known, is not negotiable. I was speaking to a colleague a few days ago, and he was telling me that he is being in meetings across countries where even I myself am not in those meetings, and they will still be talking and making reference of James. Top level management decisions, top level management discussions, executives at the headquarter levels, and my name will still be popped up. Why? Excellent. And I'm still not tired and comfortable where I am today. And this colleague I was speaking to is in another country, sharing this with me some weeks ago, some days ago. Listen, whatsoever you are doing today, if you are not known in your field, in your department or in your unit, then you are not adding any value and solving problems. That's the truth. If you are not known, if you are not adding value, please build yourself. Excellence brings you out. You don't need to publicize yourself. You don't need to you don't need to be the cousin of the president before they know you. No. Excellence is not hidden. Who are the people you provide service for? How do they assess you? You know, please always try to get people's feedback about you so that you can keep improving. It's so important. Excellence will make you stand at the higher level of life, and it will take you to people you can't imagine. Excellence. It puts you to the higher level of life and will take you to people you can't imagine. You want to be a valued employee, these are the secrets. You behave, you maintain this lifestyle. I tell you the truth. You are just going to be seeing yourself moving. You earn high salary, you get benefits, contract in business based on excellence and the value you bring. Based on excellence and the value you bring. We have one of us is on this platform. He's a contractor in Ghana. You know, very young man doing powerful projects. One of his projects, for those of you in Tamale, around what's the name of this place again? I've forgotten that street. There is this beautiful house, very, very beautiful house around, I've forgotten this area. I think if you're going around Nobisco. Very good, Nobisco. Yeah, you guys know where I'm talking. Yes. In Nobisco area, that house that has a pharmacy. Man, that is one of us on this platform that built that house. And that house was built, if I'm not mistaken, 5 years ago. You still need to see it. When he told me he built it, I was like, wow. And I've continuously seen him in all the building constructions he has done. Massive. He's a young person, he's among us. And he's not, I'm not mistaken, but I can tell you he's less than 40 years old. If I'm not mistaken. He's not up to 40 years old. Buildings in the institute, in universities, in Tamale universities and the UDS in Ghana, he's handling those projects. Massive person. He will never compromise on excellence. He will never. That's the kind of people we should be. That you know, you may lose the job. Let it be. It's not for you, but to compromise excellence, no. How can you have an environment you are into fashion and a customer cannot recommend you? Many people we cannot recommend them because of poor work. Many staffs cannot be recommended to another organization. I told the people with all humility and humbleness, I was being every job I take over my last 10 years of my career has been on recommendation. It has been on recommendation. Somebody saying, is it this thing? You can't fix it. There is this guy I have called James. Go for him. Why? Somebody somewhere is watching because excellence is observable. I moved from Nigeria in Abuja to Ghana without knowing anyone. Moving from one organization to another organization based on a recommendation as a result of value and excellence that I bring on the board. And to those that I have gotten that up, I never misuse it. They celebrate me till tomorrow. That you are one of those people who've seen that we have recommended and you've never disgraced us. If we recommend you today, will you be the one that you will disgrace us? That tomorrow we will say, no. I'm really sorry that I recommended this guy to you. I thought he was this good. I thought she was this good. Many have lose opportunities because they lack excellence. Please build excellence in you. Therefore, to be the most sought after employee, you must have what we call, according to Dr. Mensah Ontobi, he said there must be something you call hunger and appetite for excellence. Hunger and appetite for excellence. And how did he define hunger? He said you must be hungry for excellence, that just the way you are hungry for food, when you see a food, you eat it to the level that you get satisfied. You should be satisfied to completing a task, to completing a project to the level that people will say, man, this person has done well. Hungry for excellence. How hunger for excellence are you? Many people, they are sent, they are into, for the sake of time, I don't want to be giving examples. They go to a system, to an organization, and the same way the organization, the system has been before they came, they will live there the same way. No improvement, no change, no positive impact. Now, he also, and Dr. Mensah Ontobi defined appetite for excellence as, appetite means that even though you are not hungry, you are still maintaining the momentum. Because some people, it is when you tell them that I will promote you, then they want to give you the best and they want to do the job well because they are hungry for that promotion. Immediately they get the promotion, that's the hunger. Oh, now I am now a manager. And they relax. That is the part of hunger. But appetite says that even when you now get that position, maintain the momentum. Maintain the standard. Keep improving it. Prof. Kaufman talks about the levels of excellence, service excellence. And it talks about criminal level, which is the lowest level. It talks about there's a criminal level. There is can I remember this? There's a criminal level. There is, I think, the normal level. Then there is what we call the unexpected level. There is also there is amazing. I've forgotten the top level. There are 5 levels of excellence that Prof. Kaufman mentioned. And we need to build our excellence. And he mentioned in that is Prof. Kaufman says that excellence is like an elevator pitch. It's like you're in an elevator. The more you must keep climbing the elevator, you cannot come down. So if you're at a level, the next thing you must keep doing is you must keep going up. Because the more you don't go up, you don't improve yourself, you start coming down. So maintaining excellence is critical. Now, this must be in our DNA for life. You should never accept mediocrity or an average life. Never allow laziness and incompetence of others to affect you. Be a disruptor, a positive one, not a negative disruptor. Be a disruptor, please. Be a change maker and maintain high standard for excellence. I am encouraging everyone, please maintain a high standard for excellence. Maintain it in everything you do. Hunger with no appetite is bad because your excellence is on a short-term goal and not continuous basis. Appetite with no hunger is also bad, because you like big things and achieve big results, but not hungry to go for it. So you need to have both appetite and hunger for excellence. Please have it. And I put here that I recommend you to listen to my leadership record on striving for excellence in business and career, part 1 and 3, to get the full benefit of this. I will plead with everyone here. Listen to that audio recording, the part 1, part 2, part 3. I did that with Bode Thomas. And I can assure you, you're going to have a better benefit in terms of how the value of excellence. The next slide says, if you are a manager, please make your work environment excellent also. So when we're talking about as an employee, sought after employee, don't just make excellent in your lifestyle. Let it also be even within your work environment. Have, make the work environment to be excellent for your employees and customers. Let your people feel happy when they come to office, and they shouldn't think of going home. Provide them the basic things like microwave, like tea bags, like coffee, like fridge. These are basic things that an office should have. Please do it. Employees want to have their food to be microwave. They want to take their breakfast. Let them have it. They are already exhausted. They needed a coffee. Let them have some coffee machine. Create this environment. It's so important, because the environment you create will make your employees to feel happy, to feel comfortable. If you're a pastor, you have a church, you have a mosque, you have whatever that you do, please also encourage your environment. Let your environment look exceptional. Let it look astonishment. Let people come to an environment and they want to be part of you. They just see the environment, they see an excellent package that you are even within your capacity. We're not saying you should break the bank, but please, as little as you can, do it. Encourage your team to dress well, and they should be neat. Lead by example. Excellence starts with how you dress. You need to look top, and that's why bankers, no, you cannot be a banker and you say you don't wear tie. Wear. Then you are not ready to be a banker. How? As a man. It's not, because you see, that's why some organization and they have a culture. You want to be part of us? This is a culture. Tell me one pilot you've ever seen that he's not well dressed and stuck in. You see, there are, and you see, we need to learn by these things. Tell me an hospital you've ever visited and you hardly see a nurse on her duty on a nurse gown, or a nurse dress, or a doctor. These are the culture. Let your environment be appealing to people and let them have a lasting experience of you. Treat your clients well, and they will patronize your organization. I was listening to Dr. Stephen Akinta, and I think I was sharing to somebody yesterday that he said when he was in Dubai, he went to a fashion house in Dubai, and he bought a suit as far back as 2021 or 2022 for $5,000 US, one suit in a fashion house in Dubai. Now, he said the truth of the matter is that even after he was wearing the suit, he didn't see the $5,000 on the suit. But what made him to buy? And people patronize that organization. Why? Excellence. He said the ambience of the organization is something, it is, you go to that environment, you know that this is money talking. You're a business person here. Please let your environment look appealing. Let your environment look appealing. How can you be a restaurant business and at the front of your restaurant, there is a big drainage? There is a big gutter that is oozing and smelling. You've already killed your business. These are basic things that people don't know, and they keep, and it affects them. No matter how good you are, if you are not an excellent person, your output, your packaging, it may affect you as a valued employee. I'm running out of time. The number 7 is, please, to be a valued employee, get things done. Your execution and your problem-solving skills must be top-notch also. Your value as an employee is the ability to get things done effectively and efficiently. You must build a skill to finish a task well and in a cost-efficient manner. Please, I encourage again, if you have questions, please drop your questions on the chat box on Zoom link via the Zoom, or when the question and answer section comes up, you can ask your questions. I'm going to be taking questions in the next few minutes. Please, you can start dropping your questions via the chat box. If your execution is wrong or you delay in completing a task, your value in the organization will be questionable. Also, your performance and your outcome must align with your organization expected outcome. So please, no matter how valued we say you are, no matter how excellent you are, if you don't get things done, if your execution is poor, it may affect you as a valued employee. Improving your execution, very important. Also, develop a problem-solving skills through creativity and innovative approach. There are going to be challenging times when some unexpected circumstances and disruptions may occur, which may affect the plan of your organization and your team. Your ability to support your organization by showing up with increased level of commitment to solve the problem will make you an exceptional employee. Many employees, they hide and never show up during tough times. Are you that kind of an employee that during tough times you hide? Many are not ready to take up more tasks and responsibility in a challenging time. Valued employees are always available any day, anytime. Last week, I promised that we were going to have this course, but at the last minute, I had to change it. And why? We were super busy in my organization to the level that on Saturday, on plan, I got an email that requires me to be in the office with my boss, and we did some tasks. And I was thinking it's going to take me 2-3 hours, but when he came in and I looked at what we were to do, and we have a presentation to our board, I had to tell him, okay, that you guys should go. I will handle this. And I was in the office on Saturday up to 6 p.m. And now that wasn't yesterday. That was like last week. Prior to that also, my team and the rest of us, we were in the office up to 3, 4, 5 p.m. on Fridays. Fridays, my office closed 1 p.m. I mean, when there are tough moments, when there are challenging times, are you always there? Sought after employees and valued employees don't hide when there are tough moments. Because let me be honest, your organization may have everything right and something may just come up. Government policy may just happen and it will cause a serious impact. An example is like the USA, the Trump executive order that has affected a lot of USAID-funded projects. That is a shock that many organizations are going through. How are you able to amend and work through in these tough moments? It is critical. So your ability to develop a problem-solving skills will be very, very helpful. And number 8, which is the final one I have for you, is you must foster communication. Please, no matter how valued employee you want to become, if you lack communication, it may affect you. Build your communication well. Your ability to communicate effectively is a major win for you as a valued employee. Communication is critical. Communicate ideas, communicate solutions using the right platform, and respect the organization communication protocols. Communicate your success and challenges. Don't hide problems. Communicate them. I keep telling my team that when we talk about communication, communicate your wins. Communicate your success, but also communicate challenge. Communicate on time so that those in management can fix it. Don't hide it. This is one of the challenges many people. Let your organization be able to trust you that when things get bad, James is going to tell us. Don't be that kind of person. Oh, no. Let's fix it. Let's not let them know. If they let us know, they'll make us look bad. Nobody is perfect. I'm telling people this thing. People think there is nobody that is perfect. How can you keep operating in an organization and you don't want them to see your weakness? Your weakness is also your strength. Let them know, let them see, so that they can help to fix it for you. Communication is key. Your communication channels with colleagues and supervisors, please do that. And as I conclude on this subject, my conclusion is that I have shared 8 valuable points with every one of us in the part 1 and in this part 2 with you on things you must do to become a valued and sought after employee. My conclusion for you: to love what you do and remain passionate and consistent to it. That's my conclusion. You cannot be a sought after employee if you don't love what you do. You cannot be a sought after employee if you are not passionate. You cannot be a valued employee if you are not consistent. Don't ever make a mistake to stay in any wrong organization. Please don't do that. Because in this journey of valued employee, the first mistake you must address is to be in the right organization. Don't be in a wrong organization. Don't join any organization because of salary only, when you know the organization does not align to your goals and objectives in life. Don't do it. Don't stay somewhere because, oh, if I don't leave, if I continue, if I don't do this job now, they will not pay me. So you are just there because of salary. You are affecting, and you are doing the worst mistake of your life. I'm pleading with you. This is the mistake many people have done, and they've remained in government public service for 30 years. Our parents made this mistake. They knew that the public service was messed up, particularly in Africa. They knew, but they lacked the courage to resign because of the little salary that comes in. Many people are losing it on a daily basis. Don't wait because of salary. Find the right organization that you are passionate for. This is my appeal to everyone. And as I conclude on this again, I put it, research has shown that many people experience serious migraine and depression every Monday morning because they are going to that job and office they never want to go. Are you that kind of a person? That every Monday morning is a problem for you because you are not happy. Every Monday morning is your sad day. Why do you want to remain in an organization like that? Please know that what you want for your life. Please know what you want for your life and invest your time and resources to build your career. To become a valued and sought after employee comes with a price, but the reward is amazing. It transcends for life because it builds on your credibility and reputation, which could yield future benefits. Thank you. Muito obrigado. I'm now speaking Portuguese with you. Thank you all, and time for questions. Any questions, please? Please, if you have a question, you can unmute yourself, either from the chat box. If anyone has a question, surprisingly, I've not seen any question yet on the chat box. Any question, please? Okay, thank you, Stephen, for your feedback. He says, Stephen says, thank you so much for this excellent delivery. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Any question, both from Zoom and from WhatsApp? Anyone? And let me know if you want to unmute yourself and you're having challenge to do that. I think it should be easy. It means we have no question. Great. So if we have no question, or while we are waiting for question, in the next, if time permits, and I will try to work on that. There is an aspect of this part I want to cover, which is what organizations must do, what businesses must do also to keep their best employees, because we want to keep a balance. So this is a promise. Next week, we're going to have that. Next week, we're going to have that. It's going to be short, probably for 1 hour. Next week, Sunday, Yeah, it may be short, just 1 hour or 1 hour, 15 minutes. We're going to have what organization must do to retain their best employees, because we have just talked about what employees must do, but now we want to start at looking at what should organization do. And when we talk about organization, the reason I'm bringing this topic now, I want to address that, is that many times the organizations are the leaders, the organizations are the supervisors. We are the ones. What should leaders do to keep their best employees? What should supervisors do? So it is you we are talking about. So if you know you're a manager, you know you're a supervisor, please, the next week time section is for you. And for everyone here also, please, you can at least join. You're going to love it. Invite your CEOs, invite any of your top management team to join. I mean, knowledge is a daily thing. We learn every day. Encourage people to continue to listen to this. It's going to help them a lot. We have question from Bode Thomas. Summary of the Kaufman service. Okay, thank you. From the Kaufman service, Bode Thomas had been able to share. Thank you. The criminal level, which is the unacceptable and damaging service. Then we have the basic level, which is your basic level in terms of service delivery. Talks about you are just doing things at the minimal level, no extra effort, nothing. Then you have the expected level. The expected level in service delivery is that you meet basic expectations without any additional value. They say, do this, you do it. So excellence is at that expected level, but we have what we call an exemplary level, which is the high quality service that surpasses expectations. Then you have the exceptional level. Thank you so much, Bode Thomas, for reminding me and sharing that on the platform. Thank you so much. So the exceptional level is extraordinary memories. And this is the level where Apple and the rest operate, the Amazon. They continue. So that's why you see Apple 15, Apple 16. They are continuously changing, their devices, making sure that you continue to have an experience. This is why Mercedes, Toyota have continued to be in business for the last 20 years. Why? They understood the value of excellence. And that is one of the key values of Toyota as a company. Excellence and service delivery is their values. So I just want to thank you all for your time. I've seen also a question. What is the difference between put up an excellent performance in what you do and the fact that no one can be perfect? Okay, I'll try to address this. Putting up an excellent performance and no one can be perfect. Now, the reality is that we are not perfect. And if you remember, when we started this course, I also this topic, I mentioned that you are a valued employee. We want you to build your level to the point where you can be irreplaceable in your work because of the value you bring, because of the excellence you bring. But I also mentioned that even if you are irreplaceable, please know that you are indispensable. You can be, your organization there are 10 more people better than you. So when you know that you are dispensable, I mean, they can do without you, it gives you the other aspect of values that we must have, which is the value of humility. Humility is the continuous value that we must have. Because when you are humble, it makes you know that even when you are the best, even in that you being the best, there is still room for improvement. So in addressing this question, ma'am, excellence is not mean one being the best and thinking that he or she is the best. In excellence performance, you are asking yourself, what can I do more? How can I improve more? What can I do to keep adding value to myself? How can I keep maintaining the momentum with my customers? How can I keep maintaining the momentum from my organization? And you can always know this by your actions. Many people are not conscious of this excellent performance. They don't care. And excellence performance cannot come without sacrifice. It comes with hard work. It comes with training. It comes with capacity development. You cannot say you are an excellent knowing it is what you know 10 years ago, 5 years ago that you are still operating today. It will never work. So Excellence is not perfection, but excellence is a continuous consciousness of knowing that there is always room for improvement. There is always room to add value. There is always room to make yourself better every day. Being better by reading more, by learning more, being humble in your learning, being humble in your knowledge, being, being open to teaching others, being a teachable person. They can teach you, you can learn from anybody. You can even learn from your direct report. People, you celebrate them when they teach you something, So it's an attitude that we need to build. But please know that there is no one that is perfect, but we need to keep learning and improving on a daily basis. I hope I addressed that question now. The second question from Stephen, the other question is that my question is, how does temperament also determine how valuable employees will become? Temperament. So temperament, for me, I would say temperament is an attitude, is a character that we have. Now, and my encouragement to everyone is that never allow your temperament to have a negative impact on you. Let your temperament come from a positive aspect. Don't be too hot and don't be too cold. Be at the middle ground. There are instances where people need to know you for who you are. You need to have a stance. But in not having your stance, your temperament must not be at the negative level. It must not impact people negatively. So, and your temperament shouldn't also be a disadvantage to you. No, you should always keep a good momentum, a good attitude of yourself. Don't allow temperament to soil you, to make you look negative. They say, oh, he's so good, but he gets angry every time he doesn't listen to advice. He's so good, she's so good, but she doesn't want anybody to tell her what to do. No, nobody knows it all. We are all learning, and every day we are at the learning school. We are learning every day. So please, temperament is not a good thing, and I will not encourage you to continue. Okay, thank you so much, Ma, for the feedback. She says, thank you for the brilliant reply. I'm blessed. And great job. Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, if no question at this moment, I want to thank everyone for your continuous effort, your commitment, staying on this platform. I believe that it brings value, and that is why many of you continue to stay here. And I want to appreciate you all for your time. And my encouragement to us all is that we're in a journey. Please, we're in a journey, and I want us to continue to adopt this in our lives. Even if you're not an employee, even if you're a business owner, you're a retiree, or whatever, in any capacity, like our mommy that asked the question, she's a mother to me. She's a retired doctor, medical practitioner, well depth of professional in her career. And you could see that she's still here and she's still learning. I mean, that tells you how humbled some of us are when we see people ahead of us, people that we feed under them, and they still follow us. I mean, it tells you the humility and the value that they also bring on board. So I just want to encourage every one of us that please, let's keep learning and let's keep using some of this to adopt it in our life. The end goal is that we are showing up, we are applying this in our lives, we are applying it in our businesses, we are being the change maker in our industries. There are a lot of topics we'll be bringing on board. If I'm not mistaken, after this, we're going to go into wealth creation. And there is so much to talk about wealth creation. Everyone on this platform that follows me, in the next 5 years, we have a journey, part of our plan and goal. We want to be among the wealthy people. It's possible. Whether you're a career person, whether you're a business person, it's a mindset. Wealth is a mindset. It's going to be another topic we'll cover after the next week topic on how to develop a wealth creation mindset. There is a mindset to wealth, and it's so depth of information that we're going to be taking our times to break them down. and how we can become that wealthy individuals. So there is a lot. There is topic on navigating challenges. There is topic on team building. There are topics on developing your personal development and growth. There are so much of topic this year. So please, let's continue to stay in touch. Let's continue to, we also have a WhatsApp platform for those that are joining us for the first time. If you want to be part of the WhatsApp platform, we interact, we share a lot of valuable information on that WhatsApp platform. We engage ourselves on the question and answering weekly questions where we task ourselves with some mind-blowing leadership thought level engagement and questions that people provide responses on. And we learn. It's a learning platform. So if you want to be part of the WhatsApp community, you can reach out to me or reach out to any of your contacts and we'll add you up. I just want to thank you all again for your time. Wishing you the best of the week. Next week, we're going to meet again and we will spend less of our time. We averagely spend 1 hour, 30 minutes on this section. We start 7 p.m. Mozambique time and we end at 8:30, 5 p.m. Ghana time, we end 6:30, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And it ends 7:30 thereabouts. So we want to be disciplined with our time and keep to time. But for next week, we would make it much shorter. But I encourage any supervisor, any manager, any business owner, any company owner, even if it's a fashion business you have, please join the next week section. Is addressing what leaders and organizations need to do to keep the best employees, to keep the best customers, to keep the best clients that they work with, and you will enjoy it also. Thank you and have a good evening.